Hi everyone, Jake here. In today's video, I want to talk about law of attraction, particularly about a relationship. So likes attracts likes. So this is a rule that people don't really understand. Everything like in your outside world is a reflection of what you have in your inner world. You are responsible for pretty much everything that happen outside of your life. And it will be the same things about relationships. It can be friendships or it can be like relationships. When you are with someone. So what will happen is you will attract who you are, who you truly are, and this is the cause of why some relationships are not the way that you want to or are not aligned with who you want to become. Let's say for example you are in couple, so you are in relationship with someone. So and right now you feel sad, you are like wounded, you have some things to heal, but you have no confidence about yourself. You don't love yourself, basically, you know what I mean? So, no love. If you are here, what will happen? So, you will attract someone who is the same thing, you know what I mean? Your friends will be the same, your relationships will be the same, because you will attract someone that don't like themselves because you are not loving yourself, you know what I mean? Which makes sense, when you realize. And this is why, by the way, a lot of people don't understand why when they get a new relationship, people are the same, they try with someone else, but it end up to be the same thing. Same thing again and again and again and again. But people don't understand it's because of them. It's not because of the people that they made, but it's because of themselves. Because they don't heal themselves. So then, even if you break up with your current person, what will happen is you will attract someone who is the same, you know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that they have the same characteristics. It doesn't mean that, for example, if someone cheated on you, then the next one will cheat on you as well. Not at all. It will be like the same thing, the same way, because we are all frequency. And for example, like maybe the last one, like confidence, the second one, it will be like mostly sad, for example. So you really want to see like what are the problem, and same thing, like if you have someone which is okay, like not good, not bad, but it's okay, So the thing is they will have some ego, they won't be healed, so they won't be like as good as you want, them to be, you know what I mean? So then same thing. If you are on this mind, what will happen? You will attract one at the same thing, you know what I mean? So, and it's not what you want, you know what I mean? I imagine that it's not what you want. You really want to be in a relationship with someone that you can share your life with, you know what I mean? And this is why, like, when you see this type of relationship, like, it won't last for long. And this type of relationship, like, some people are still together like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years after. But, they stay together mostly because of the child that they do have, the children that they do have. But if they don't have any children, they won't be together anymore. You know what I mean? And this is like mostly like the population. You know what I mean? Like mostly like they're here or here. Like these are the both the most common relationship that we do see. You know what I mean? And for example, in for me, my past relationship, like I was, here. You know what I mean? Like even if I was thinking I was here or even here, I was here. I was very delusional because yeah, I wasn't confident. Wasn't loving myself, and yeah, a lot of things happen. Maybe I will share the story one day. But clearly, I was clearly here, and nothing good happened here. Like you will planting some seed, but you will get nothing at the end. I mean, here you will get some things, but you are not happy, you know what I mean? And you tend to like to look like what is can you find, elsewhere, which is not good because you want to have your person for life. And normally if you love them, you don't even like take a look, something else, what I mean? Like you can look, okay, but you won't think about, going somewhere else, you know what I mean? And this is where it's different. And then the last one is this one. So here it's really like the ultimate. This is where you love yourself. This is where you are like mostly enjoy. So for example, you will feel good, like alone or not alone. For example, me, I want a girl, but I don't need a girl because I love myself and I don't need nothing else. You know what I mean, like no external things will make me happy. And I discover that, you know what I mean? Which is good because you really want to be on this state. So then you can be really selective, For example, for me, like guys, I was I'm in human retention like since like 3 months, and there is no way that I will full everything for a girl that I want to see for one day, or like I don't see long-term relationship, what I mean? Not at all. Because you have so much benefits that you don't want to waste, your things and your effort. And you will be very selective. And you have a higher value, because you see the world differently. And when you love yourself, basically like you become a magnet. So people are more magneted and attracted to you because everything is frequency, you know what I mean? And the highest frequency, it's love and joy. You have nothing better than that. And the worst one, it will be like shame, guilt, like hate, sadness. So which are the worst? But when you are on the top, then you get to have more selection. You get like more interest. And then when you are at this frequency, what will happen is you will attract someone at the same frequency. And this is where you want to be, I mean? You don't want to have people in this level, in this level. You really want to have people with this level because these people, they are people that will stay with you, forever because they are healed within themselves. So they have worked about like their insecurities. They love themselves, I mean? They don't need external validation. I don't need external validation. Like I can do whatever I want, and I don't really care about what people think about me or like think. Not I won't judge. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because I'm good with who I am. So people here, unless they are people who are valuable, they are already self-love within themselves. They won't like go into a relationship because here you don't want to go here. We already have been here and it's not good. So you really want to stay at the top. And yeah, at this level, you don't need anyone. You don't need anything. You don't need to have like some passionate night. You don't need to. Yeah, basically, you don't need anything. If you get something, it's because you want it. This is different. Because you are not like needy. You don't need anything. So and here, when you will have children, etc., they will grow like in a much better way and version than if you were, at the other levels. Because again, like you will already have like your heart, full of love. So you can better like give them, to your child and they will go like in a better state because they will have this abundance, of love instead of the lack. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So you really want to be careful about like who you are. If you want to attract love, really like work on yourself. Like, you need to get deep into like the things that you do. Like you are someone who have some wounds, we all have, what I mean? We all have some wounds that we need to work about. And it's not specifically like wounds that we did cultivate when we grow up, what I mean? But sometimes it's the environment will give us like this wound. You need to really work on yourself. You need to learn to love yourself. One of the way is it's to really like to be in human retention. Either if you are a man or a woman, but really distance yourself to passionate activities. With someone or alone, like you really want to stop that for a moment, 30 days, 60 days, but you really want to see like how do you think, what I mean? And really take back your control, your power, because your life force energy is the most powerful energy that you do have within you, what I mean? And then you can use this energy to do something different, to build something or to attract the right kind of people that you really want. So you have this, and then you have meditation. You really want to take like 10, 20, 30 minutes, sitting by yourself and just close your eyes and just meditate. You know what I mean? And get space within your mind and to see things differently. And it will be like you will feel like way better if you meditate than when you don't meditate. And then journal. It's important, to write things every day when you wake up or when you go to sleep as well. But to write things like how do you feel, if you want to talk about your day or if you want to exit like one thought that you have within your mind, you really want to write it down. And then as well, like write things that you are grateful for, for the morning and for the night, because this will help you to get like in more joy and love because we tend to focus on what we don't have, but you want to be grateful about what you do have. And this will attract you like more things to be grateful for if you are already grateful with what you already have. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, you really want to get out of this zone in order to scale, you know, with time to love and joy, you know, and then you really want to keep this state. And in order to keep this state, you know, you will need to change, you know, some frequentation, some people that you used to be with, you know, because sometimes like if you stay with people who are here or here, they will get you down, you know, here. Because you will start to become negative and become the right thing. Like the main character in your life, it's you, nobody else. It's really you. Like, what do you want in life? And if you want like certain things, you need to sacrifice, you know, some things. You know what I mean? Some people are here for you, you know, for a part of your life, not for you, not forever. So you really want to be careful about you because at the end, like if you become a better person, then you will be a better partner, then you will be a better father or mother, you know what I mean, for your children. You are the sum of the 5 people with who you spend the most time with. So you really want to be careful about with who you spend your time because this will make a difference, you know, within your life. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, don't hesitate to subscribe if you like it. Click that like button, and I'll see you on the next one.